Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Neugebauer, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary, thank you for being here. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the food inspection, but I want to go to a follow-up. I'm a little concerned about the fact you're going to wait 3 months before you begin to implement the sequester, and then so banking basically then having to do a larger amount of cut in the last 3 months. I think the question is why wouldn't you begin that process almost immediately and sit down with the stakeholders and say, you know, where in your plants, say, could we inspect 4 days rather than 5 days, or because in some areas, as you mentioned, some of the production, the capacity is down in the beef industry, for example. Why wouldn't you start that now? I'm not very concerned about the negotiations with the labor unions. What I am concerned about is farmers and ranchers all across America that are growing livestock or poultry, and their ability to take that to the markets, and for the people of this country to be able to have safe food. So I'm a little confused why you would start this labor union process and possibly make this process more harmful than it needs to be.
Well, Congressman, first of all, we're contractually required to start the process, and we're contractually required to give at least 30 days notice. Unfortunately, not all of our frontline inspectors have emails, so those people have heard.
I heard that.
Okay.
So here's the question. Here's the question. Why did we wait until? I mean, you've known this is coming. This is your administration's plan. Why did we wait till March 1st to begin this process? Why didn't we begin that process sooner?
Well, we couldn't begin until the President signed the order, Congressman. But that was what actually triggered, in fact, and gave us the authority to then begin the process. If I can just say one thing in response to your question, to clarify this, it really doesn't make any difference in terms of the number of furlough days, whether we do it in 3 months or 6 months. The number of furlough days is a finite amount of days based on the amount of savings that we have to accomplish. What it does provide is notice to the industry and producers a long enough period of time, to the extent they can prepare or adjust, they have a little bit more time to do that. And we're expecting that the furlough days might be in the neighborhood of 11 to 12 days at this point.
Okay.
So,
I want to move on. As you alluded to in